Full and uncut versions available on Patreon. Check in the description below.
Greetings once again, mages and wizards alike. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with more Fairy Tale, the 100 Years Quest, where previously we had a showdown between Urza and the mind-controlled Laxus, both showing off the latest skills that they gained after the battle against the Alvarez Empire, a showdown that ultimately ended in a draw between the two of them. Unfortunately, Kyrie was still kind of around, and with both Urza and Laxus out of commission, she was free to destroy one of the orbs. Meanwhile, Natsu and Happy end up coming upon Toka, finding out that Toka is in fact an Exceed, forced to transform into a humanoid form by the White Wizard who is in possession of her body. Natsu comes dangerously close to being whited out like the rest of the guild, but thanks to Happy's quick thinking and throwing one of Alderon's orbs at the White Wizard, which causes a strange permutation of her body, they're able to escape. But this shows why the White Wizard doesn't just destroy the orbs themselves, but with one orb after another falling, it seems like it's only a matter of time before the White Wizard gains control of Alderon. And with, Diablos involved as well, it's also a question of what happens afterwards, and Diablos is still involved, as they're just causing one problem after another. So join me as I find out, won't you? Ooh, new opening. Yeah. Yep, show off our main characters. Yeah. Okay. I love it. Ooh, so much going past. Hold on. You know what? I'll just listen to it first and then I'll go back and check stuff out. Selena! Alderon, Diablos. Yes, Queen! Suzuka! Or, wait, Shizuka? I'm forgetting his name. Ooh. This is such a good song. Exile Tribe, okay. Yeah. Oh, spoiler. Ooh, yes. I like the last opening, but this one killing it. Okay, hold on. Gotta go back and rewatch this. Feels so bad for forgetting his name. Suzaku, there we go. This is a really good song, though. The Fairy Tale has always had some really great bangers openings, and I always love it when they put everybody in the colors and stuff. We haven't actually seen a lot of Carla's human kind of guys singing lately. Then again, I'm never sure how I feel about it sometimes. Yeah. The extras. I always feel bad about that, but these guys take more and more of a backseat as time goes on. Oh, right, the one scene with the giant Kajia. So many spoilers. The priestesses from that other world. I don't remember too much about this moment, Toka. Or not? Oh, that's a spoiler. Yes. What are they called again? Celine's whatchamacallit. The Moonlight Divinities, that was their name. The various Alderon forms. I'm surprised they show all these members of Diablos. Just, especially considering Wraith passed on. It's like, wait, Wraith, why are you here, buddy? You passed on. Toka. I do not remember what this is from. Don't remember what that's from. Brandish just around. Alderon rises. Celine. Kazbei, Ignia, yeah, Zaku. I wasn't sure if I'd enjoy his colors, but his colors are actually kind of good. Oh, I remember what this is. And of course, can't have a moment without Urza and Gajil and Jalal looking in separate directions longingly. Oh, and Grain Juvia, Wendy, and then Lucy's little quest. And this moment, just everybody going in. And Gray making an army. And that is straight up spoiler. The Japanese just do not care about spoilers a lot of the time. Also, I love Irene kind of censoring herself a little bit there. Okay, yeah, the showdown. Natsu fighting the big boss. And then Celine. Because, I do appreciate that they do show a bit of Alderon here and there. It's just it's not that he's not noticeable. It's just that this opening is very much like, oh, Celine's here. Celine. Because she is kind of a big deal. Nice. Okay, that was good. Clinging Dragon Berserk. The tag team. Yeah, it's kind of a spoiler to say this, but Scullion's group is kind of like the Team Natsu before they got Urza kind of situation. They're not S rank, but they are some of the toughest out there. And them holding their own against Mira, more formidable than we thought. Yeah, they reached a stalemate. Yeah, Kira and Wraith are down. I mean, Scullion's being pretty pragmatic. It's just like, nah, we're out. Because we've already kind of had two of our forces kind of go down. Although Kyria got the job done, actually. That's the thing. But Kyria got beat, Wraith moved on. And considering where things are about to go with, I never remember the dude's name because he doesn't play that much of a role after a certain point. Nabaru? I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe Fairy Tail is special. Yeah. Again, I love that they really do hype it up. It's just like, no, Scullion and Mad Mole is just like, they're pretty tough. Someone that even Natsu had to really crank it up against and stuff. They're no slouches. Although, unfortunately, they suffer later on from the effects of there's tougher people in our guild, and they kind of fall a little bit to the wayside after a point. Not every series can really keep certain characters at the forefront sometimes. Yeah, and it was a pretty knockdown, drag-out fight, so Mira and Elfman are pretty, weakened. But how do you go from here? I love Gray being like, I think I got a chance against Mira now. It's like, dang. Hey, go on, desperate times call for desperate measures. Not even thinking about Elfman. The Church on the left hand. I think we need an adult and a tasty. Something bad was about to happen here. A tasty looking man. Wow, that's some cougar activity right there. Just a minute, huh? Oh, that's actually a good point. If you were to consume him, we might be taken over by the white power as well. I should not have said it like that. By the white power. Yeah, okay. Dude, I didn't even remember that. Yeah. Because if Alderaan is taken over, then it's just like, okay, we can't really eat this because of, it being tainted meat, essentially. Yeah, these guys are strong. Love to see you again. Gotta tell them the truth. There are other dragon gods. We can do it. We'll send out the bigger crew. Ooh, I love the shading. I miss the days when we used to constantly have black shadows on characters, because a lot of series don't do that as much, and it made things look cooler. The strongest squad in our guild, the Dark Dragon Slayer Knight. Essentially their S rank. Yeah, there you go, Nibiru. Nope, don't care. Never. Yeah, Nibiru's gone rogue. Oh, Dragon Force. I can do that too. But for the 5th generation, it's different. Yeah. It's forbidden, Nibiru. Yeah. There's a reason why the 5th generation don't do Dragon Force. You gotta stop them. It's like, I'm not getting involved with any more failures. You gotta abandon Nibiru. Say he went Berserk and died using Dragon Force. I'm gonna take down some fairy tale wizards with him. Honestly, Nibiru doing this still kind of gets me. And it's a good way of showing why the 5th generation don't use Dragon Force, because it really is a situation where it's just like, oh no, this is a bad idea. Well, y'all need to never do this, because that's the thing with a lot of the whole thing about Dragon Force. It was always the risk of going too far, and that you'd enter into the dragonization process. With the 5th generation, yeah, their Dragon Force, it takes them way too far. Jeez. Oh man. Ooh, dang, I don't remember such a beatdown. Sky Dragon's Roar. Flaming Dragon's Sticky Roar. Ew. Oh, this is compromising. Resistance to metal. Ooh, even raising her resistance. Just using her as a punching bag. My god. But she's alive. Yeah, gross. She can't answer if you cover her mouth. Jeez. Yeah, this is getting a little too much. Where do you want me to eat first? Misunderstood that she got stronger. I always feel bad for Wendy in these kinds of situations. But the thing is, Wendy's so good at support magic and stuff like that, but she's had a few times where she is actually able to really go in and show her stuff. And even during the whole, who was it that we were fighting? they were fighting. Was it Tartarus with Face and stuff? She had a pretty damn good matchup then. But it's kind of like with Lucy, it's just like her wins are few and far in between. She's not crying because she's scared. I just really thought she had this one. I'm too weak by myself. Let it be your power. Can't use this twice. In memory of you and me being connected. I'll enchant it with my body. Yeah, magical girl transformation. Yeah, a very familiar outfit. It'd be more a surprise if they didn't actually already knew from the opening. The power of Irene Berzerion. There we go. And that transformation was one of the most well-animated things here. The power of one of the most powerful mages around. And one of the most powerful dragon slayers around. Even though Irene, I don't think she ever used any Dragon Slayer magic or anything like that. Yeah, hold on. Did she ever use any Dragon Slayer magic? Yeah, she mostly just used her enchant magic. Yeah, she could assume her dragon form. Yeah, no, she never used any actual Dragon Slayer magic. But then again, the mother of... Which is... It really is funny. The mother of Dragon Slayers. The creator of Dragon Slayer magic, and we never see her use Dragon Slayer magic. Like, that's something that kind of gets me a lot of the time. It's just like, we never actually saw her use any Dragon Slayer magic, despite the fact that she created the ability. Ooh, magical energy of the mother of Dragon Slayers. Yeah! Ooh! Damn! Damn, Wendy! Hell yeah! Oh god, and he's still smiling. Yeah. Oh, come on, Wendy, you got this. Unfortunately, yeah, he's losing himself to the transformation. Yep, Berserker Rage, Dragonization. Speaking of Irene, the price for Dragon Force for the 5th generation, it's really hard to say. Is it simply that it's more accelerated? Because that was the thing. Dragon Force, I could have sworn that was always kind of the risk. Yeah, I could have sworn there was a risk of Dragonization. Yeah, it's a side effect of Dragon Slayer magic. Yeah, prolonged use of Dragon Slayer magic can cause it. Yeah, but it was nullified. Right, because for a lot of the others, it was nullified because of the dragons that, cohabitated within them. Yeah, I don't really know how second generation Dragon Slayers avoid the Dragonization, because those like Laxus and Cobra or Eric, they didn't really have what was used to fight off the Dragonization. I honestly don't know. If that was explained, I can't for the life of me remember. Because I know that with a lot of the first generation Dragon Slayers and with the 3rd generation, they were able to stave it off because of the dragons who they learned it from kind of more or less sacrificing themselves to keep them from dragonizing. But I can't remember why Laxus isn't at risk of that. And for Cobra, I don't know if I don't know if Eric ever did use Dragon Force. I don't think he ever did. I always kind of thought he did because he gains those kind of scaly claw-like talons when he uses a lot of his magic. Yeah, he does have a bit of Dragonization. Oh, but it's not Dragon Force. Interesting. So he partially dragonizes himself. How is he able to do that without fully going over? Is it an easier process for the 2nd generation? But quite a few of the others have partially dragonized while using a bit of Dragon Force. I do wonder how that works for Laxus. Was he ever at risk? And there's not a lot of detail on Laxus's Dragon Force. But he only ever used it that one time. Maybe he was able to keep himself from going too far? But the way that 2nd generation and 5th generation gained their dragon powers are fairly different. Sorry, I went on that big change, but it did make me wonder. Yeah. Man, this is so relevant to where I am in the manga. Yeah, because it's so dragonized. And that's such an increased power. Oh. There she is, not even using 1% of my magic. Yeah, part of her consciousness still lingers. I'll give you a hand. Yeah, Wendy was trying to use too much of her power because it's like, this could have some repercussions. The power to kill the enemy in front of you. No, we don't kill anyone. No kill, just defeat. Defeat and kill are different. He will never be defeated. This much dragonization. He can't go back. He has to be killed. Oh, yeah, the risk of using Irene's power. Jeez, the stupid amount of power she has. Jesus. Oh, didn't kill him. Separation enchantment. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if he died or not. Separated his magical energy. Oh, he's dead as a wizard. That's what it was. I forgot how she phrased that. So yeah, essentially he has no magical power anymore. Wow, I didn't even think of how that works. 'Cause I don't know if we ever even see him after this. Yeah, he can't use magic anymore. His magical energy isn't completely gone. Yeah, because complete magical depletion, we've seen that can actually have very adverse effects in this world. It'll eventually replenish. Okay. Again, but I've never seen this dude later down the line, so I don't know if he ever goes back to Diablos. Yeah, ability she wish she could have been able to use back in her day. What are you exactly? I enchanted my personality onto you. Essentially, it is both her and not her existing within Wendy's mind. Everything that was Irene's mind exists within Wendy, but at the same time, it's kind of not Irene. It's kind of wonky, especially with some things you see later or down the line. It's just like, are you sure this isn't essentially her consciousness? But I mean, it is her consciousness. She says personality, but no, it's her consciousness still existing within Wendy. Whether Irene did this outright, because it was technically a part of the process of taking over Wendy's body. So it makes sense that some kind of residue of her consciousness would still exist within Wendy, and to have used it as a bit of a backup, I mean, hey, there you go. You just think there would be more adverse side effects to doing something like this, but then again, Irene being as powerful as she is, and the fact that Wendy is still calling upon Irene's power is like, how much of Irene still exists within Wendy? That is a bit of the question. And I can't really remember how far they really take it. She is not alive. Yeah, her personality exists. Looking for a new body. Don't tell Urza. Don't tell my daughter I'm here. A magic to take care of the white mage. Separation. Split the white mage from the body she's possessing. Very convenient. But there is enough precedence for it. They just see Wendy talking to herself. But then again, it's just like, she could be using the mental link ability kind of thing. It's like, that exists. So it's being like, oh, she's talking to herself. It's like, dude, you live in a world where there's telepathic abilities to communicate with people. Shut up. Wendy turned into a punk. The ghost? A good way of showing that Natsu does not remember how he astral projected. Wendy, who are you talking to? I was talking to someone who has no form. Natsu, don't think it's weird. You were literally doing the exact same thing a few episodes ago. A way to separate the two personalities within the white mage. Happy abducted me. Yeah, Happy's got his eyes on the prize. When it comes to Exceeds, Happy's interest boosts way up. Oh yeah, Charla. Yeah. Oh my god. The way he's viewing that. Why are they on bed? Happy. I swear to God. I was actually hoping they'd show him facing off against Mira and Elfman. That would have been cool, though. Dang it. One of the few times that filler actually would have made sense. Gajil and Levy were being lovey-dovey. How many guild members? Laxus and Jalal. Which is funny because both of them have been taken care of too. Yeah, both Laxus and Jalal are incapacitated. And I forgot about Kana's divination ability. It almost never comes up. Oh, right. Aw, that is kind of unfortunate. Yep, gotta rely on Plume once you get closer. There you go. Alright. Things are looking up. Oh yeah, everybody else is cocooned here too. Happy's thinking about his options. Natsu's jumbling up the explanation. The white mage in possession of an Exceed body. Separation enchantment to split him back up. As simple as that. She knows all Exceed in Earthland. Oh yeah, her mom. She had a comprehensive list of all the Exceed. Yeah, and the Exceed that Charlotte doesn't know anything about? What's that about? Hurry to the white mage. There's a rumbling down on the left shoulder. Oh! Oh! Wow, Mest, or actually, what was his actual name again? Was it Mest? Or, yeah, his actual name is Mest. Okay. God, I forgot all about him. It's like, right, he's around. The guy whose skill is literally pretty much to be forgotten. And it makes sense that the one person whose whole ability is getting around unnoticed would go unnoticed. Teleportation. Yeah. Funny enough, Mest is like the most competent member of Fairy Tail who is just always just off to the side. Like, even when I remember him, I don't remember him unless he's made prominent. I forgot all about him being involved here. Yeah, the last orb. Destroy it. Seal the powers of Alderaan. Jeez, the final orb is shattered. Rumbling of the sky and earth. That's so badass. Alright. Perish, Alderaan the Wood Dragon God. Jeez, I love these angles. Ooh. The ending. Oh, the flag still stands, baby. Ooh, this is a nice little melody. I don't completely understand why they have a banner on this battlefield, but it could be any number of reasons. Oh, Toka. Ah. Oh, right. Okay. I get what this is about. So this ties more in with the arc after this. Everybody strike a pose. Oh, okay. Happy and Charla. Huddle up. Oh, that was nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.